quiet on the set? Can we please have quiet on the set?
It stinks.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to the It Stinks at Mouthing Off with Mike would say podcast right here on the Boom Broadcast. Yours truly, Shawn, in the driver's seat, getting you ready for another breakdown of Big Brother from last week to this week. Also getting you ready. It's week 2. Forgot I watched it last week, had it on the show to talk about, slipped my mind to talk about it. Football is right around the corner. So when football's right around the corner, we get a inside edition, if I can use that word for better or worse, of a football team. Because thanks to the good people at HBO and Max, we get Hard Knocks. Big fan of Hard Knocks. Love it. Love that show. Been a fan of it for many years. I just watched it because it was football. Football, preseason, NFL regular season, it just all went together. College football, it all went together. But the year that really got me into Hard Knocks, and I'm going to tell anybody, if you never watch Hard Knocks, don't start with the Bears. Go all the way back to the Jets when LT was there, Mark Sanchez, and Rex Ryan was the head coach. That was what made me become a true Hard Knocks fan watching it. Watched every team after that that's been up there, Tampa Bay, you name them, seen them all. But that year we had Rex Ryan up there with a live microphone in a practice. Was just, every episode was magical. You didn't know what, if you know Rex Ryan, he's not blunt, he speaks his mind, he does not bite his tongue at one bit. Just, it was great. So we'll jump into Hard Knocks in a little bit. Let's jump into Big Brother, go through that, then we'll run through the first 2 episodes of Hard Knocks and try to encourage you to go back and watch it. Day number 38, 10 a.m. on a Thursday morning, Eastern Standard Time in the Carolinas. It is day 38. If you're in the Big Brother house, it's still like mid-twilight hours of day 38. But it's day 38 in the Big Brother's house right now. So much has gone on. And 38 days has gone by quick. A month has already gone by. And we are winding down, getting to that time where we start seeing who's going to be in the jury house. A few more spots before we start making that jury house selection of when you're evicted, you get to go to the jury house. So we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. Last week, did not see this coming. Just a quick recap to get you to where we're at now on day 38. Cedric went up as a pawn. Angela won the head of household. Quinn had no choice but to go against his own word, which was, I'm not going to activate the deep fake HOA power he had. Quinn, first of all, made the biggest mistake. Mackenzie had America's veto. She told a very selected few people she had this award, this power. She told a very selected few. Quinn, on the other end, had the best power in the house. The deep fake HOH. You can take over HOH's reign. You can make your nominations. You can just cause total, oblivion, chaos in the house. You can do that. He tells Angela. Angela tells Tucker. He tells the people in the Collective Alliance, the Pentagon Alliance. He just talks too much. And I was really disappointed with Quinn because you are a quote-unquote super fan of Big Brother. You know, if you got a power like that, you don't tell nobody. It's one of those ones you keep in your back pocket and you just play it. And if you don't play it, no harm, no foul. Nobody knows you had it. But to save his own game, because he was the target, Tucker said, I'm coming after you because you did not follow through the plan that we put in play. You did the total opposite. So, Angela won the HOH. Quinn knew that his game was pretty much in jeopardy because now Angela and Tucker have become buddy-buddy, a strong alliance. And now we're going to get on Angela in another minute. Let me make a note to get back on Angela because she did something very weird. I'm making a note right here live on the show. But back to what we were saying, Quinn knew his game was in jeopardy. Angela won the HOH. Her and Tucker had become buddy-buddy. Tucker saved her. The first time we seen that on Big Brother, when somebody's on the block, sitting on the chair, has enough confidence that I can win the veto, save Angela, win the AI arena, get myself off the block, send Kenny home. Kenny wants to go home, we're going to send him home. That's what happened. But when Quinn activated this, he put Cedric on the block, Tucker on the block, and who was the other person? Brooklyn. Mackenzie. It was Mackenzie. It was Tucker, Cedric, and Mackenzie. Cedric told Quinn, I will go up as your pawn. Trust me. I can win the power of veto, take myself off the block. You can put Rebellion up there. Now we got a room where Tucker's going to squirm. Mackenzie's going to go to the AI arena. They mapped all this out. I mean, masterpiece playing. Great playing. Mackenzie will go to the AI arena, win it, take herself off the block. Now you got Tucker and his showman's Rebellion on the block. Will Tucker campaign to save himself, or will he let Rebellion win and get the votes and go home? And we got the biggest threat, bye-bye, out the house. But man, let me tell you about Tucker. This guy said during his interview that he simulated, built games, built puzzles, built things from different games on Big Brother from all the seasons. He went back and looked at all the different games, built modules of those games, built modules of these puzzles, did these endurance tests so that when he got to the house, he was not only prepared physically and mentally, but he knew to strategize of the game. And the biggest problem you see in these HOH games, the veto games, not even in the AI arena, is that you're having to play this game and you're having to learn as you go. Tucker said, if I go ahead and practice ahead of time, have some full half circle of how this game is going to be, I can adapt quicker in the moment. That's what we've been seeing. He has been crushing every competition. He's won 4 vetoes, 2 AIs. He's won ahead of household. Let's spoil it. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that in a minute. Won ahead of household. He's on fire. He's the biggest threat in the game. That's why Quinn was coming after him, because Quinn knew, I got to get this guy out of here, because if not, he's going to win. I'm going home. He's already made up his mind. Cedric says, put me up. I will beat him in a veto. Then if I don't beat him in a veto, I'll beat him in the AI. Well, lo and behold, Tucker won the veto. He won the veto. And he told everybody he was going to use the power of veto to save Mackenzie, go to the AI, beat Cedric in the AI to teach him a lesson. I mean, he was saying it on the feeds. Mackenzie, I'm going to give you, if this is the power of veto, I'm going to use this. If this is the power of veto, Mackenzie, I'm going to place it on your neck. And when I place it on your neck, we're going to take you off the block. And then we're going to put somebody else on the block. I'm going to beat Cedric and this person again, take myself off the block at the AI arena. Now Cedric or whoever it is out the door. Blow up Quinn's whole plan. So it gets to the day of veto. Tucker says, no, I'll use the power of veto on myself. Fooled you once. Got you this time when I told you I was going to use it on Angela. Now I definitely fooled you because you thought I was going to do it again. But I had everybody thinking that so that I could take myself off the block. So he goes with a quick move. Puts Rebellion on the block. Rebellion was a target, not by them, but she was associated to Tucker. So that made herself a target where people said, okay, this is somebody we can get out. Cedric felt good because he knew with her on the block, even if he loses the AI, she's going home. There's no chance she stays in the house. She's out of here. But this is when things start getting messy on the live feeds and on the live show. T-Core and Kimu, I can never say his name correct, find out that Quinn has been feeding them all this information. Quinn is feeding it to them because this is his final three that he really wants to have a final three with these three right here. He feels the most connected with T-Core and Kimu. He tells them that he's in a double alliance. All of them are in the collective alliance together, but T-Core and Kimu are not in the Pentagon alliance. Quinn tells them about the Pentagon alliance and tells them that Cedric is in both alliances also. Well, once again, they said, is Quinn playing us behind our back? Is he doing this? Is there something going on? In the famous words of Frank on Scarface, maybe there's something going on that I don't know about. When he told Tony, maybe you and Sosa made a deal. Maybe you and Sosa got something going on that I don't know about. Maybe T-Core and Kimu had something going on that Quinn didn't know about, and we saw it explode because they put out the word that getting rid of Cedric would get rid of somebody that can win a comp. Now, we can keep Rebellia, and she's easy. We can beat her. They put that in Joseph's head. Joseph was going in on teeter-totter. Do I vote for Rebellia? Do I vote for Cedric? Do I vote for Mackenzie? He didn't know. But the funny thing about it is all three of these people have now aligned themselves and started drifting over to Tucker. And this is where I'm going back to my Angela note. They were having a meeting with Tucker. Angela just comes and throws herself on the mercy of the court, says, can I please be in this alliance? Never in Big Brother history have we seen somebody beg and pretty much plead to be in an alliance. Pretty much if you walk in, we're having a meeting, you feel like you're not invited, you just walk to the kitchen or to another room. She asked 3-4 times, but Angela's looking for safety. And she's finding it in Tucker. And she feels like if she can build a fence around her, a little shield, she can keep going on and progressing her game. Smart move for Angela because Angela has won 2 HOHs in 4 weeks. So Angela can win some comps. But if she can stay in that alliance with Tucker and her and Tucker can gain control of the house, you can see her and Tucker make some boss moves as we continue on. So Cedric goes home, and it's a sad moment because it lives up to what we say every year on Big Brother. Pawns go home. They go home. They're not safe. If you go up as a pawn, you better take care of business because there's a good chance you could go home. T-Core and Kimu flipped the votes. Got to Joseph, flipped that vote. Cedric got to go out of here. And the 4 people who didn't vote for Cedric were Quinn, Chelsea, and Cam. No. Brooklyn, Chelsea, and Cam. Quinn couldn't vote because he was a deep fake HOH, but he did let America know that he would have voted for Cedric. When Julie said you can't vote, but who would you vote for? He voted for Cedric to stay. He voted for Rebellia to go. So, Cedric goes home. Shocked. Very shocked. Didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming, but I saw that T-Core and them had started working the house. And it started making me wonder, T-Core and them said maybe Quinn's not on our side, but it made me start wondering if T-Core and Kimu are saying, let me get on the winning team. Right now, this Tucker train is smoking. Let me get with Tucker and build something with him so I can hang around a little while longer because neither one of them had even come close to winning a competition. I think T-Core, well, no, take that back. Kimu won the AI the first week. He won the AI competition, took himself off the block. So he has won something. T-Core did get to the final round on one of those matching ones where you got to look at the picture. She got to the final round. So both of them have one has won one has been close, but they haven't been able to be in a good seat where you look at like, okay, this is somebody, if they get a veto competition, they can win. Nobody's taking them serious. So I see why they kind of said, we're going to fade away from Queen and go this way. So as we move on into this week, on Sunday night, Tucker, we said he won a HOH. He finally got the one big win he's been waiting on. He's been killing the vetoes. He's been killing the AI. He got that HOH. And not only did he give himself the HOH, he gave himself safety for a week. And he gave himself the chance to put up 3 people for eviction. The 3 people he put up were Quinn, Cam, and Brooklyn. Those were the first 3 he put up. And there was a reason for all 3 of them. His reason for Cam was, I know out of the 3 votes for Cedric and Rebellion, you voted for Rebellion to be evicted. I know it. It was only 3 people. So that was a strike on him. Strike 2 for Quinn was, I want you out of here. I don't want you here no more in this game. Get out of here. We want you evicted. I want you evicted. I told you I was going to win. I told you this was my plan. I was going to get Cedric out, then I was going to get you out next. I'm just going with the marching orders. Those are my marching orders. I'm going with them. Brooklyn got put up there because Brooklyn trashed Cedric's room. Something that we saw on the live feed that we didn't see her actually do it, but we saw that while everybody else was doing something, she trashed his belongings. And he was very upset about it. And I would have been too. I would have been too. I was like, come on, Brooklyn. You're a mom. You've been playing a good game. You know, you've been low-key, just doing your thing. You know, hey, playing your low pair. And when you do this move right here, it just puts a spotlight on you. So, he puts Brooklyn up there. And also, he knew Brooklyn voted for Rebellion to go home. So, it was a strike on her. And they had already kind of been teeter-totting with a little tension between those 2. And I said, you know, especially more from Brooklyn being that she was a mom, that she would be the one that stays low-key, like just fly low under the radar. But now we're starting to see things real vote. So, as we progress on to Wednesday night, Tucker has the clean sweep. He does it again. We said, what, that was 2 vetoes, 3 vetoes he already won? Well, if he's already won 2, this is number 3. If he's already won 3, this is number 4. The 4th veto that he's won. So we said, well, what is he going to do again? Is he going to do like he did the last time? Is he going to save somebody? When he was on the block, he saved Angela. Is he going to do like he did last week when he won the power of veto? Is he going to take himself off the block? Or is he going to be that being he is the HOH and he won the power of veto, he has all the power this week, all the control? Is he going to leave the nominations the same? He does the one thing that we, once again with Tucker, he's a wild card. You just don't see it coming. He told Quinn, I'm going to take you off the block. You're not my target this week. I got to change your plans. And what does he do? Quinn said, man, this is bull. I don't believe this. Come on, guy. You're lying. This is not going to happen. He saves Quinn. He saves him. Now Quinn's off the block. He puts Chelsea on the block because Chelsea is a pawn. Well, not even a pawn, but she can be considered a pawn because she's not going to get the votes. Because the only reason he put her on the block is because she didn't talk game or share game with him when he was the HOH, which I think is smart. I feel like when somebody wins HOH, you don't need to be the one running around and telling, this is my moves, this is my game, this is my strategy. This is what I've been doing. I've been figuring this out. I've been watching Cam and I've been watching Quinn and Tucker. I was taking notes the other day. You did this and Angela's doing that and Brooklyn said this. You know, I felt like Chelsea did right. I'm not talking game with you. I know I'm not a target. I know I'm very low key, not on nobody's radar. If I get replaced and get put on the block, I stand a good chance of staying in the house as long as I don't make nobody mad, because if I don't win AI, and I'm sitting beside Brooklyn, sitting beside Cam, or sitting beside Quinn, there's a good chance I can win and stay in the house. So if you're Chelsea and you're sitting beside Brooklyn, you're good. Now, if Brooklyn says herself at the AI Arena tonight, and you sit beside Cam, I still think you're good, but the question becomes, you won an HOH. Cam has not won an HOH. Do we see you as a threat of winning another HOH and putting me on the block? Or do we get rid of Cam, who looks very athletic but has still not won a HOH, has not won a veto, has not won neither one of those yet when he played in it? So a lot's going on in the house. A lot of things going on. The AI's tonight. Chelsea's on the block. Brooklyn's on the block. Right now, Brooklyn is the target to go home. So we'll see what happens. Quinn was saved by Tucker. Quinn survives another week. If I was Quinn Sunday, come high water or the snow, whether the creek rises or the water comes, I'm winning that HOH because I know if Brooklyn gets out of the house tonight, Quinn is next. They're going for him next. So if I'm Quinn, if the creek rises and the water comes, that's the only thing stopping me from winning this HOH. I am going to win it. I'm going to give myself safety for another week. Put up Tucker and Angela. And hope that Tucker does not win the veto. Hope he does not win the AI and get him out of this house to be sure that I can stay around at least another 2-3 weeks. So we'll be jumping back in to see who gets evicted next week on Instinct. We'll also be seeing who won ahead of household, and we'll see how things have been unfolded. And if you're a fan of Big Brother, watch those live feeds. I'm telling you, this is where Paramount, CBS, Pluto Plus, Paramount Plus, and Pluto TV, they are really encouraging CBS, Julie Chan. They're really encouraging everybody watch those live feeds because they're letting them run. And you see a lot of things that don't make it to TV. You know, certain things they put on TV with Big Brother, you see a lot that don't make it. They're definitely letting it run, so make sure you tune in to that. So, let's jump over to Hard Knocks before we get out of here. Hard Knocks, another great season. You had to go with the Bears. They had the #1 draft pick, Caleb Williams out of USC. Had to give them the Hard Knocks this year. And I think the Bears are going to have a good Hard Knocks. I really enjoy Hard Knocks. I think you really get to see the nuts and bolts of how these teams get prepared in the offseason, the training they go through, the day-to-day lifestyle they go through. Good one right here with the Bears. First 2 episodes have been fire. I really have enjoyed them. A lot of great stuff we're learning about Caleb Williams. I mean, they compared him to the next Michael Jordan of this town. Big shoes right there. You know, if I'm Caleb Williams, hey, don't put those shoes on me. I don't want to be the next Michael Jordan. I just want to be the next Caleb Williams. But a good episode of Hard Knocks. I think Hard Knocks will be great as it builds on. And I really can't wait to see how Caleb bounces back after those preseason games on Hard Knocks, to see what his discussion is in training camp after he has those preseason games. So Hard Knocks is back on. It's on HBO Max. We'll definitely be breaking it down. With Hard Knocks, you really can't get into the nuts and bolts like we could do Big Brother, like we could do other TV shows, like we could do the Mayor of Kingston, like we could do Tulsa King. Hey, Tulsa King, if you have not seen that, it is playing on CBS right now. Go watch Tulsa King. Sylvester Stallone knocked it out of the park on this show right here. When I watched the first episode, I was like, this is good. Second episode, I was like, okay, we're good. We're getting somewhere. Third episode from there, it just takes off all the way. If you have not seen season 1 of Tulsa King, it's on Paramount Plus. CBS is running every Sunday night before Big Brother. Go back, catch up, so when you watch those Sunday night, you're ready for it. This is Shawn. It is day 38. Somebody will be evicted between Brooklyn, Chelsea, and Cam. Somebody will be in their Big Brother game tonight. Right now, it looks like it will be Brooklyn. She's the favorite to go home, but she can save herself in the AI arena. Cam can save herself in the AI arena, or Chelsea can save herself in the AI arena. If Brooklyn is sitting in that chair, I think her game is over. If it's Chelsea or Cam, I want to say my pick is Cam. I think they flip the house and Cam goes home. So this is Shawn for It Stinks. I'm signing off. Don't forget to tune in to Out of Pocket, which drops every afternoon on 5:30 right here on Boom Broadcasting. Go back, watch Quick Hits where my man Podcast Smitty Shannon broke down and took us back to school. The professor was back dropping that knowledge. And for all my wrestling fans, don't forget to go watch the Nightcap. Nightcap drops on Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Friday night. Every night after a live wrestling show, except on Thursdays with TNA, the Nightcap drops. Tune into that. Go catch up. If you miss Raw, good way to catch up. If you miss NXT or AEW, good way to catch up. If you watch SmackDown or you missed it on Friday night, jump in. That'll be a good way to catch up. Also, don't forget on Saturday, tune in to WOD, 10 a.m. right here on Boom Broadcasting. Definitely tune in to Mike's show with him and his dad, talking about all Dallas Cowboy news. Also tuning in to Mike's show at 1 p.m. on Saturdays, where you get a little more, personal reflection, a little, I call it a self-talk. Mike has a self-talk with everybody, where he's talking to himself, and he's just giving us good knowledge. So definitely tune in to that show right there. I've been truly enjoying that one right here on Boom Broadcasting. Don't forget, for all my people over in the Carolinas, if you love high school football, Studio 67 NCC on YouTube. Studio 67 NCC on YouTube. Tune in at 4 p.m. for the live show, The Grit and Grind. It is week 1 over here in the Carolinas for high school football. I will be getting you ready because on Friday night at 6:30, those lights come back on, and we've been waiting for it since this January, when the lights got turned off in the state championship. We've been waiting for them to get turned back on. If you're from the Carolinas and the eastern side of North Carolina like I am, Friday night when those lights come on, it's big in our communities over here, big in our areas. So we'll be getting you ready for all the local games right here in the ENC of the Carolinas. This is Shawn from It Stinks. I'm signing off. One more thing before I sign off. Don't forget to tune in Saturday afternoon, for the first edition of the Day Count, not Night Count. Mouth Off with Mike will have a panel of everybody. Yours truly, Podcast Smitty. Could be Mike D, the president. Could be Wayne the model. Could be anybody. Kayfabe Keith, Dirt Wrestling Toys, you name it. Could be anybody, everybody that's watching wrestling on the day cap edition of the night cap with Mouth Off with Mike. And I'm telling you, if I'm on the day cap, I'm playing on minute there. Now let something change. If I'm up there, I'm going to have me some breakfast ready. Have me some lunch. And we're going to be breaking down all in as it takes place in Wembley. This is Shawn. I'm signing off. We'll see you next week on It Stinks for Big Brother and for Hard Knocks with the Bears.